If I had to start my photography business over again in 2025, here's exactly what I would do differently so you don't have to waste time, money, or energy on the wrong things. Hey, I'm Leah. I'm a wedding photographer and educator, and if you are ready to build something meaningful, you are in the right place. So let's get into it. Let's first talk about gear and what you should buy and what you should skip. So I personally am a Canon lover, so these suggestions are going to be Canon cameras. However, any brand of camera is going to have something similar or equivalent. So my recommendations for beginner photographers are the Canon R50 and the Canon R100. And that is because these are great cameras. They're high quality, but they're also mirrorless. So this allows you to jump right into the mirrorless world. It's also budget friendly. If you have the budget, you can also get a Canon R, or you could go up to a Canon R6 as well, and that's actually what I use. But if you're just looking to kind of get into the photography world, the Canon R50 and the Canon R100 are wonderful options. Now, when you're buying your camera body, try to stay away from the ones that come with kit lenses. Most of the time, they're not going to give you the desired look that you're really hoping for. So instead of going with a kit lens, I would opt for an RF 50mm 1.8. This lens is extremely budget friendly. It's also versatile, so you're gonna be able to use this lens for so many different things when you're starting out, which is wonderful because you do wanna focus on really learning what is your passions and what isn't, what you like to photograph and what you don't. So it makes it the all-around best budget friendly beginner lens. You're also going to need other essential gear, which is going to be SD cards, and I would get multiple of these. You're also going to need hard drives, and I know these are kind of pricey, but I would try to get 2 of them if you can, just because then you can mirror them, and this way you won't be losing your photos if something were to ever happen to your hard drive. Next is flash. You're going to need a flash. So I personally love and use the Godox V1s. They are budget friendly and it's going to last you a long time. So okay, now we're going to talk about education and where you should put your focus first. So I would start with free resources like YouTube, my channel, like and subscribe if you'd like to. Also Reels, TikToks, wherever you can get that free resources, because there is so much of it out there. I would absolutely start with that. In the future, you can move on to online courses or mentorships. Those are going to be amazing in your business as well, but I would start with those free resources just because, like I said, there is so much of it out there. Okay, now where to focus first. So first of all, Lightroom. You're going to want to learn as much as you possibly can within Lightroom. Try to learn every function, every button, every tool, every panel within Lightroom and what it all does for your photos. This is going to take you as a photographer and your photos to the next level. Once you're through learning everything about Lightroom, you can absolutely move on to Photoshop. This is amazing, will absolutely take you to a whole nother level, but I would start with Lightroom. Next is the exposure triangle. So this is going to be your shutter speed, your ISO, and your aperture. And these 3 things control exactly how your photos look, and the way that you use them also controls your photography style as well. And the faster that you can learn these 3 things, the faster that you can really get into using manual mode and practicing with manual mode. And that's still gonna take you some time. It takes real experience of using it. You'll still make mistakes sometimes, but that is okay because we all do. And eventually it'll get to a point where it kind of feels like riding a bike. And so the faster that you really get into this and soak up as much knowledge of it as possible, the faster you'll get to that point. And next, but absolutely not least, is light. You want to learn how to photograph in all different types of light and what's going to give you clean skin tones, or how different backgrounds affect your images. This is something that I didn't focus on right away in my business, and I absolutely should have. It really does help so much in getting the desired look that you want in your photos. It also helps create your photography style as a whole and how you use your light, and it makes your editing so much easier, so you hopefully won't be staying up until 5 a.m. to be editing photos like I was. So this really does help so much. So I would learn how to photograph in all of these different types of light and what you really like to photograph in. Next is legal and business setup. So register your business, get the insurance, get your LLC, make sure that you have something in place for contracts, as well as invoices and payments. Have something set up for your taxes and organizing that information as well. And a platform that I really love to recommend to beginner photographers is Pixieset. And honestly, this is a great platform all around. It is a CRM, it's also a gallery delivery service, and you can build a website all in one. And speaking of websites, make sure that you also go and buy yourself a domain, just because this also helps with SEO later on for you. The longer that your domain has been around, it actually helps with Google authority. So I would suggest buying that domain as quickly as possible. And I know this video is for beginner photographers, but if you are just starting out into wedding photography, I have a pre-wedding day questionnaire that I use with all of my couples that can help you stay organized as well. That is a free download in the description below. All right, final thing is marketing and getting yourself out there. You have to show up online. Even if it feels so weird at first, which it feels weird for me too, but you have to put yourself out there. You have to show up. You have to show your work. That is how you get your clients. In the future, you can put more emphasis on SEO, and this will help you to gain clients from Google as well. So maybe you're not having to put quite as much into social media, although I still recommend that you do. But you need to start out with this, and this is truly how you're going to get those clients, how you're going to get those gigs. So make sure that you put yourself out there. You also have to post consistently. So I would pick a platform that you love and you feel like that you could keep up with. Also a posting schedule that you feel like you could keep up with. If you don't think that you can post 5 times a week, then absolutely don't do that. Keep it to once or twice, whatever you feel like you could do consistently. And then pick that platform and repurpose the content that you made from that platform to other platforms. This will make it easier for you to get more reach without having to do so much work to do it. Next is show your face. People want to connect with you and not just your photos, especially in an oversaturated market such as photography, which I still love it, but it is a little bit oversaturated. So something that you can use as a superpower is actually your personality and who you are, because there's only one you out there. So show your face, connect with people, share some stories about yourself as well. And practice. You can practice on your kids, you can practice on nature, you can practice on your spouse. Whatever that you have to practice on it, and then overlook your work, go back to the education and repeat. Also book practice shoots. You can do this with friends and family if you'd like to, and make sure that you get that behind the scenes content as well so that you can put that out to the world, or you can do those TikToks or Reels. All right, so that is it for today. I would love to know in the comments though, what is one thing that you wish that you knew before you started your photography business? As well as if there's anything within this video that you'd like me to go in more depth on, please let me know, because I would love to do that for you. You can put that in the comments as well. And if you found this helpful, please like and subscribe for more tips. I will be putting videos out weekly. I love to do this for you guys, so let me know what you want within these videos. Like and subscribe, keep building what you love, and I will see you next time. Bye.